continues to explore its options with regard to the Department of Revenue and Taxation's decision to renew licenses for amusement devices. Mindy Uggan has more tonight on elected leaders' reaction to the renewals.
Well, the Attorney General's office decides what kind of action it will take against the Department of Revenue and Taxation for renewing the licenses of some 200 amusement devices because they believe the machines are illegal. Acting Governor Ray Tenorio says the law is clear.
We want to work with all parties, whether it be the Attorney General, Department of Revenue and Taxation, or the business owners who have a right under the law, as we view it, to have these machines, because the legislature specifically allowed it.
As we reported, AG Leonardo Rapadas issued a statement on Wednesday indicating his office's plans to pursue litigation over the matter. Tenorio says the administration will act accordingly if the court says the machines are illegal. But he points out that it was the AG's office who several months ago agreed to withdraw its original lawsuit against Rev and Tax.
Now, if the legislature changes the law that says you can't have these, then that's fine.
It's a request that the Keep Guam Good organization has posed to Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz, who has been very vocal about his opposition of the licensing of the machines.
Maybe we can, and there is time to introduce it to address the problem next year. But now that they have their licenses, they're unfortunately good to go unless the Attorney General managed to get into court and somehow prove that these regulations that Governor's Legal Council is depending on or advising on are a unconstitutional delegation of authority.
It's something he's argued, as well as the compiler of laws and the Attorney General, as they believe it's very clear the regulations that allow the licensure of all gaming devices that were registered before August 1st, 2001 are much broader than what the legislature gave them the authority to promulgate. But Cruz says legislation may not be the answer.
For us to legislatively or statutorily try to do that, we could be in court for the next 10 years with appeals on that.
For Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr., Rev and Tax's decision to renew the licenses is a full vindication of his substitute Bill 20.
You saw groups that have come out and said Bill 20 is the modus is to legalize these machines, and we said all along these machines are legal, they have licenses, and all we're doing is diverting the tax revenues that are being generated, and we've actually even imposed an additional 4% on these machines so that everything can go to the hospital.
The senator says the opposition is holding the hospital hostage of these revenues. While lawmakers are set to go into session next week, Rodriguez says he isn't prepared to bring his substitute Bill 20 out on the floor just yet, as instead he moves for the passage of his Bill 132 that would give GMH the mechanism to borrow money to eliminate its debt. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Mindy.